us to us. And honestly, that's nothing new. That's always been the way at Liberty. But I just count it an honor to co-labor with him every day. And I told him the other day, he was here the other day introducing his brother as our special guest speaker, and everybody was saying, Jerry, and it sounds like you're booing. And I told him, Jerry, they're not booing you. They're actually saying, Jerry, you know. And so can we just give out a big, fancy Jerry for our very own President Falwell. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. David, they do that chant a lot better than you do. But thank you for that warm introduction, and welcome to Convocation this morning. We're so honored and humbled to welcome a very special guest this morning, and Senator Bernie Sanders is a Democratic president. He's a Democratic candidate for President of the United States, and Senator Sanders, we made room for a lot of your supporters locally here on the front row, so you've got a fan club here. But in 2006, Senator Sanders was elected to the U.S. Senate for the first time after serving for 16 years as the sole congressman from Vermont, and he went on to be reelected in 2012. He was born in Brooklyn, New York. He attended Brooklyn College and the University of Chicago. He later moved to Vermont, where he became a documentary filmmaker and a carpenter. And in 1981, he was elected mayor of Burlington, Vermont by 10 votes. Under his leadership, he helped transform Burlington into one of the most exciting and livable cities in the nation. Under his administration, the city made major strides in affordable housing, environmental protection, child care, youth programs, and the arts. In Congress, Bernie has fought tirelessly for working families, focusing on the shrinking middle class, and he's been called a practical and successful legislator. He was dubbed the Amendment King in the House of Representatives for passing more amendments than anyone else in Congress. Bernie lives in Burlington, Vermont now, and people have been asking since David came to me and told me that Senator Sanders had agreed to speak at Liberty, and I said, that's great. People have been asking, well, are you going to be able to find any common ground with the senator? And I think I did. I think this morning, Senator Sanders, if you'd come up. I think in the future, he's going to be a fan of the Liberty Flames. We give him. So we've already found some common ground, I hope. But Senator Sanders, we welcome you to Liberty University. We're humbled and honored that you would come here, and please give him a warm welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. President Falwell and David, thank you very much for inviting my wife Jane and me to be with you this morning. We appreciate the invitation very much. And let me start off by acknowledging what I think all of you already know, and that is the views that many here at Liberty University have and I on a number of important issues are very, very different. I believe in women's rights and the right of a woman to control her own body. I believe in gay rights and gay marriage. Those are my views, and it is no secret. But I came here today because I believe from the bottom of my heart that it is vitally important for those of us who hold different views to be able to engage in a civil discourse. too often in our country, and I think both sides bear responsibility for us, there is too much shouting at each other. There is too much making fun of each other. Now, in my view, and I say this as somebody whose voice is hoarse because I have given dozens of speeches in the last few months, it is easy to go out and talk to people who agree with you. I was in Greensboro, North Carolina just last night. All right, we had 9,000 people out. Mostly they agreed with me, and tonight we're going to be in Manassas and have thousands out, and they agree with me. That's not hard to do, and that's what politicians by and large do. We go out and we talk to people who agree with us. But it is harder, but not less important, for us to try and communicate with those who do not agree with us on every issue. And it is important to see where, if possible, and I do believe it's possible, we can find common grounds. Now, Liberty University is a religious school, obviously. And all of you are proud of that. You are a school which, as all of us in our own way, tries to understand the meaning of morality. What does it mean to live a moral life? And you try to understand in this very complicated modern world that we live in what the words of the Bible mean in today's society. You are a school which tries to teach its students how to behave with decency and with honesty, and how you can best relate to your fellow human beings, and I applaud you for trying to achieve those goals. Let me take a moment, or a few moments, to tell you what motivates me in the work that I do as a public servant, as a senator from the state of Vermont. And let me tell you that it goes without saying, I am far, far from being a perfect human being, but I am motivated by a vision which exists in all of the great religions, in Christianity and Judaism, in Islam, in Buddhism, and other religions. And that vision is so beautifully and clearly stated in Matthew 7:12. And it states, "So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets." That is the golden rule. Do unto others what you would have them do to you. That is the golden rule, and it is not very complicated. Let me be frank, as I said a moment ago. I understand that the issues of abortion and gay marriage are issues that you feel very strongly about. We disagree on those issues. I get that. But let me respectfully suggest that there are other issues out there that are of enormous consequence to our country